the arcade. I need to finish off this streak. Dun, dun, dun. $315. That's correct. So I'm going to try and have the... What I'll do is I'll write down the Pokemon for the upcoming match. Because that is presented to the player. When possible. And then I'll talk about it and then we'll go into the game. I have not played proper arcade in a while. I played the Ice Monotype last month, but that was before round 7. So this is the full speed roulette, which does scare me slightly. And I'm playing with in-game sound on because one of the potential ways to cheese the arcade would be to slow down the in-game timer, so by playing the in-game music's part of proof that, well, it's possible to prove it anyway, but it's part of proof that I'm playing on 1x speed on the emulator and not slowing the game down or something. Let's get going. I don't really have a number in mind today. It will be a successful day if I don't lose. There are a few things I don't want to see. I think the biggest thing I don't want to see is a set 4 trainer. I just don't want to deal with something like Donphan. It's a gentleman. It's a set 4 trainer. So we've got Dragonite, Salamence, and Magnezone. It's a little bit of an annoying one because while obviously I can beat this guy on Dragonite and Salamence should always come out second, the Magnezone will be a problem if Garchomp decides to have a free turn outrage. So yeah, I'm also not guaranteed to kill Salamence. Not guaranteed. There is an obvious alternative where I just go to Suicune. The problem is Dragonite only needs to crit outrage once against Suicune for it to be in. What I might do instead then is substitute with Garchomp. See if I can buy out a free turn. The self-hit. If I can, then I'll Swords Dance and then Salamence will go down. And then with Magnezone, I think Blissey will just beat it. It's fine. So in terms of the roulette, I can have almost anything here. I could probably win with Paralysis. I would not want to get frozen. I would not want to get burned. Although, honestly, I could probably win with Burn. I definitely don't want to level the enemies up. Although, actually, I could also win that way. It's only a free level up. It's not Castle. Yeah, how do I lose? I guess if I gave the enemies a choice scarf, that would be really bad. Yeah, let's avoid giving the enemies an item. I think that's the biggest way to lose. So when I'm going to continue it briefly. You're going to see the roulette at the top screen, and it will go in this direction. It will flow down, and because we're on post round 7 speed, whatever it starts on, it's going to end 2 over from that automatically. So if the square 2 over from that automatically is good, then I'll let it run. Otherwise, I'll probably stop it, and I'll have to think about where to stop it. It'll automatically end after 30 seconds. That's the way it works. And this will probably be the worst board of the round as well. The match 1 board is normally the worst. Pretty sure that's I fall asleep, which I can't risk. I think I'm gonna... it's not a great one. I think I'm gonna do the end of the first row. Nice. That's really nice, because after Intimidate, Settlements will die. Because the Intimidated Outrage won't necessarily kill Settlements, but after the poison damage it definitely will. So that basically guarantees the 2v1 Suicune and Blissey versus Magnezone is the worst case scenario. And it could be a lot better than that. Don't listen to the overlay. Carsten is not any set he's set for. So we'll do this until Dragonite is confused. Well, basically we'll do this until I'm at basically no HP left. Might as well try and save Garchomp. Ideally, it's a 2-turn Outrage, and Dragonite immediately self-hits. And then ideally, I have time to Swords Dance, obviously. Honestly, given the poison, actually, it would be better for me to Outrage than to Swords Dance. Because Settlements is going to die. Yeah. I'm going to have 1 chance at the self-hit. No luck then. In which case we should probably get on with this. Yeah, I missed the kill, but that's fine. I don't need to Thunder Wave it, but it might paralyze me. I think I'd rather Seismic Toss, actually. I think if I get paralyzing on a switch, even though Suicune would die to a crit. That's actually GG. Successfully did not lose. The boards from now on should be easier. So here This is the Ruin Maniacs are any set, so these could be any trainers. Tyranitar is at least not scarfed. Bum, 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 bum. It's tricky because I think I would normally go Suicune against T-Tar, but I want to have Suicune alive for Rhydon. So I might just Earthquake T-Tar. I could also substitute, I guess. Go for the Sandveil miss. And also check if it's T-Tar 4 or not, because T-Tar 4 will Dragon Dance on turn 1 and then I'll win, because I'm still faster, obviously. The risk of attacking T-Tar like that with Garchomp is then the risk of it being Scizor 2, because... No, it's not Scizor 2, Scizor 1, because Scizor 1 probably can Oko Suicune at +2 because of the sand. Weirdly, in that case, I think I might even go Blissey. It's a bit more likely to be Rhydon at second. I should be fine. It's just that Scizzle's a little bit scary. I can't take the normal risks here, though. I can't get myself paralyzed, because Suicune definitely needs to outspeed Rhydon. And I can't get burned. And sleep and freeze would also be bad for me. If I gave the enemy an item, it would be fine as long as the item wasn't Focus Sash. Any other item I would be fine, but Focus Sash would be really bad for me. So let's just avoid that. I'll happily go for like a neutral square like Weather. Yeah, it looks like that's automatic rain. Should stop here. Even if I'm wrong, I don't mind a level up square. It might be a tiny bit close with Rhydon. Surf into Rhydon with Sand against a level 53 Rhydon, that would be a little bit dicey. But I'd rather play around that than anything else. Everything else on the board is a bit of a risk. So T-Tar will get rid of the rain anyway. Best case for me would be T-Tar free. Or just T-Tar missing. What's annoying is I think T-Tar 1 sees an avalanche kill, even though it sees it unbeasted. Mr. Worldwide. Okay, it's T-Tar 2. It is so tempting to go Suicune. I don't think I can do it, though. I think what I need to do here is substitute down, go for the miss. If I don't get any miss on Sandveil, I'll Earthquake. I'll have a chance to kill T-Tar 2, because T-Tar 2 doesn't run bulk. If I don't kill it, I'll go Suicune. Suicune should force out Rhydon. Suicune will always force out Rhydon instead of Scizor in terms of the highest damage. And I Surf Rhydon, and then it's probably over. Only Scizor 1 could win. Yeah, let's do that. Any reason doing this in Heart Gold, Soul Silver rather than Platinum? I prefer the UI in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. You can navigate everything with the touchscreen, whereas in Platinum, you have to use the other buttons. And because I'm playing on mouse, it's just more convenient. Yeah, there is like, I don't think there's any difference at all in Platinum versus Heart Gold in terms of the actual mechanics of the arcade. I'm not getting lucky with any misses here. It is only 20%. I am odds-on favourite for it to miss, though. Yeah, the miss is slightly interesting. I am guaranteed ride-on with Garchomp as well, right? Yeah, I'm guaranteed ride-on. No, I'm not, because of... No, I am. I am guaranteed it. In that case, I should Swords Dance. Because there is no Quick Claw. There is no Focus Sash. Okay, the double miss is really funny, and Fire Punch wouldn't have broken the substitute anyway. This is over. It is Sizzle 1, that's hilarious. But Blissey is faster. It's an electric trainer, it's a guitarist. Very hard to imagine losing this. One of the joys of Garchomp is the fact that I'm immune to paralysis. So it's these three. I actually see no way to lose. Averless, yeah. I guess Garchomp getting frozen. I'm pretty sure that's the blank. I'm pretty sure it started here. Yeah, it started on one of these two, and both of these are free wins. Got to be careful about the item one. If I give myself an item, it remains the whole round. This team doesn't deal very well with choice items. It's Roget. If Luxray's Intimidate, I'll switch out. Okay, I don't need to switch out anymore then. It is Intimidate, but it doesn't matter. It's a tough choice. Thank you for the free win. Is it Miranda? No. Eevee, so the idols, there's Miranda and Helen, and then there's the evolutions, and then there's these starters. Am I scared of this? I can't imagine this going wrong, to be honest. I guess I could miscount. I could miscount Earthquakes against Swampert 1 or 3 on Suicune. Maybe Swampert 2 could crit Maxwell Earthquake into Suicune. Maybe that would kill. If that did happen... Yeah, if that did happen, it would be quite close then. I'd be hoping it wasn't Venusaur 1. The lack of immediate power is standing out as an issue here. Yeah, I don't like the Swampert lead. I'm actually wondering if it's better to go Blissey first. Who holds the doubles tower record? Squilliams. 1030, I think. I think I'm always going Suicune. Like, I think it would have to be Curse into a max roll crit. Even then, I get the surf damage off. And I would then probably Seismic. Actually, I probably spend Blissey. It would have to be Venusaur 2 behind that, and Venusaur 2 would come out last. So I don't think it's a problem. I'm a little bit nervous about Swampert though. I didn't see what that was. Gonna go for the top right. Okay, nice. I don't think the overlay is gonna understand that. I need to restart that. Should be free. I can't imagine losing except to an Omni Boost to a Moltres. I'm not going to mess around with Blaziken either, I'm just going to Earthquake it. I guess Infernape 1 could crit a close combat. Infernape 1 or 4. But if they close combat, they're dead to Surf. I can't see this going wrong. Just avoid anything that puts Suicune out of commission in case it is Infernape 1 or 4 then. Looks like that's the battle point square, which is a free one. I definitely don't want to swap teams. If I'm incredibly early on these or incredibly late on these, I could risk potentially hit that. I also can't risk the burn or the freeze, so I'm just going to let it run. I am obviously maxed out at 9999. Now, I could substitute just to check whether or not it's Blaziken 2, because that will inform me about what the more likely switch-in is between Moltres and Infernape. I don't really want to do that though, because I don't want to intentionally put Garchomp into range of like a crit fake out into close combat or something. It is Moltres. That is... Obviously, I kill it with Outrage. I'm just tiny bit concerned about the potential of a burn from Fire Blast. Moltres 1 won't Flamethrower. Moltres 3's got no fire moves, and Moltres 4 will also Air Slash. So it has to be Moltres 2 and burn. If that happens, I could actually lose to Infernape, though. And for that reason, I'm going to go Blissey. Amazing, it is actually Moltres 2. Actually, if it burned me, I would have switched to Blissey anyway, actually. It's incredibly difficult to lose these. Don't mind if it is close combat. That's fine. No, it's the rubbish Infernape set. Very gentle set back in. It's an Ace Trainer or a Dragon Tamer. It's an Ace Trainer. Yeah, specifically Latias 3, which is always a problem. I don't think it's a problem though, because I think if it is Latias 3, it hasn't got a Lumberry. Which makes it really not scary at all after a Thunder Wave. I just need to respect the potential Calm Mind from Raikou 4 much later. As long as I'm saving Garchomp, that's not a real concern. I think that was this, but I'm very nervous about it not being that. I'm gonna go for the I'm gonna go for the third row. Oh, that's a pretty good outcome. It is Latias 1 classic. Because I'm level 53, this actually kills. I'm not afraid of that though, because I can just T-wave whatever it is that comes out. There's no Omni boost potential here. Yeah, but that's fine. I'll go through Suicune. I guess I should Swords Dance. There's no downside to it. Oh no, I need to remove those. I'm sorry. The channel points. The scam. I'm really sorry about that. I don't have that connected to OBS on this PC. Minus 100. Okay. And it's Raikou 3 or 4 because I'm faster. Okay. Well, that was easy. Garchomp and Blissey are so broken. Just so actively unfair. Interesting. Okay. It's fine. I'll bring it back at some point. I promise. Not Aaron, but the redeems. I don't know if Aaron will ever come back. Right, so we have Electrode, Charizard, Exploud. It looks like a Scientist, so Scientist would be set 2, which is pretty good for me. The only slight wrinkle is that Electrode can be annoying. Exploud 2 without a Life Orb is a pretty big joke, though. I think I kind of automatically win this. I can go Blissey, T-Wave, and then go back to Garchomp. And then I can set up to +2 with a sub, and it's over. The classic. I think I think there's probably no way to lose this, even with the freeze and sleep tiles included. That's no event. It's also the last match of the round. I don't know. I almost wonder if I should be practicing hitting the timing. The biggest challenge I have with Arcade is I've got to remember, actively remember that the enemies do not have items, because I'm so used to them having items. It's such a weird concept to me. Right, time for Electrode 2 to beat Blissey. Okay, it is guaranteed to go for an electric move this turn now. No, it could flash again. That's not true. Okay, that is GG. No point wasting time. I forgot about static, but whatever. The lack of axe items, exactly. Six points. Holy. I'm rich. Thanks, Lyra. It didn't matter. Oh, hey, Louis. Huge 6 points. Huge. More ace trainers. No, I think this is a dragon tamer, actually. The game considers Rhyperia to be a dragon. Is there a way to lose this? It's obvious to me. The most annoying continuation would be for... I guess if Aero 2 crits Ice Fang into Garchomp or froze Garchomp. The thing is, Rhyperia 3 has not got Focus Sash because it's arcade, so it's always dead to serve. I can't imagine losing. Okay, so let's think about this. I could lose if... I guess Garchomp being frozen or put to sleep would be bad, because if it is physical Flygon, I might not be able to have time to Aromatherapy it. Everything else, I think I would win automatically. That's I get burned. What a terrible board this is. I'm actually just going to go for the third row. Okay, that's much better than me being burned. Yeah, it could be Aero 2. I guess, like... Aero 4 crits Dragon Claw may be a bigger problem. Would I ever substitute? Don't think so. It's free against Flygon 2. If it's Flygon 3, would I ever set up... I guess if it's Flygon 3, I might set up Suicune. What if it's Flygon 4? The problem is if I substitute, then I'm giving up Garchomp the chance to live Aero. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think the biggest risk would be Aerodactyl 4 critting Dragon Claw. And then somehow beating Suicune. Like, Stone Edge crit. Honestly, Okay. Well, it's arrow free, so that's GG. Even if this survives Outrage, I think it's over. Okay, yeah. Yep. Only one way to lose, which is to switch to Suicune. It can't be Rhyperior 2 or 3 anyway. Cameramen are steel and electric types. Oh, and psychic, yeah. That's good point. Bronzong is annoying, but it's only annoying. I guess there's a risk of both of them being the explosion set on Bronzong and Claydol. I guess it could also be Slowking 2. Maybe I should be going... yeah, I should be going Suicune because of Slowking 2. Double Boom feels like the way to potentially lose. What criteria does the game use as Dragon for Dragon Tamer? That's a good one. Charizard definitely counts. Gyarados definitely counts. Aerodactyl counts. I think it's sort of like vibes based. I don't think there's any real logic to it. That's game speed down. I'm a tiny bit worried if I was wrong, it could be Burn. This is quite a big target. Yeah, I was late. If Lance would use them exactly. You see, the thing about the egg groups is I don't know if in Japanese they translate to the same thing or not. But if it is related to egg groups, that would make way more sense. It's a good idea from you. It's just so hard to imagine losing after paralysis as well. It doesn't line up with egg groups at all. Okay, there we go. So Slowking 1 was the other risk. Because of Yawn. I'm not really boosting for anything, just a simple fact that... maybe at +1 I would have free shot. The names are often quite similar, yeah, that is true. So, 3 Carmines to 2-shot, probably. Let's go for that. Oh, I think it was a good guess. It was a good guess. I didn't know the answer either. It's even more random in Generation 3 and Emerald, where Emerald is purely like... Some of the trainers there have like a truly random team. I'm very glad I haven't been yawned yet. Yawn just has no AI. And now I can kill you. And Bronzong isn't Quick Claw, which is so easy to forget, so... It would be funny if Bronzong used Trick Room. Somewhat likely as well. Bronzong switching in does suggest Bronzong 3 is a bit more likely, though. Yeah. Yeah, well, this is over. I'm not really into Nuzlocking. I did a Nuzlocke once a very long time ago. I think Nuzlocking is fun. I'm just trying to do something a little bit different. Now this is a cowgirl, which means set 4. I love putting Nuzlocks on in the background and stuff. Oh, I remembered actually I can enter these sets directly, so it's less confusing. Just these 3. Got to keep in mind that it's not Quick Claw. So Quick Claw Empoleon can be a problem, but no, Quick Claw Empoleon is dead weight, and Manectric can't get a miss through the Bright Powder. So yeah, this is very much over. I think Fortress is always going to come in second. Yeah, I was really impressed that Smallant beating Run and Bun first try. I thought that was maybe one of the biggest accomplishments in Pokemon I can think of. Obviously, he had like chat helping, but it takes a lot of patience and skill to steer that. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that video a lot by Smallant. I'm assuming it's being worked on. You wish the Kaza had an option to buy the item away. That would be extremely strong. There is like a more extreme version of the castle. Should I just go for the battle points? Like, I think with the castle, you got to remember that less dedicated players obviously want to get gold wins. So I think, yeah, that's fair. But like the high-end castle is like, it's a bit too easy to get points. It would be a lot more interesting if there were more things to buy, but also everything was a bit more expensive. I almost wonder if skip should be like 100 points. Because being able to skip is just so wild. That's such an insane power. It's Ginger, it's not Carly. That's sad. I guess the thing about Castle, though, is that Castle's like too easy for... Everyone says that they just skip to gold on Castle and then won, which I think must be really common. I think a lot of people got Castle gold. Oh, I like that idea, Tristan. Cost 1 more each time. Yeah, I like that idea. What do I do here? If it does double edge, I can probably one-shot with that Earthquake at +2. Because Ginger is a 21 IV trainer. With the recoil. Actually, what I should do is substitute. Because I'm not certain. I'm not certain about how much damage +2 Earthquake does. I can just force it to take more recoil. Yeah, you know how everyone on the internet thinks the Frontier gets harder and harder and harder? I almost wonder, like, what if it actually did? What if it actually just kept getting harder? I'm not sure how they would do it without, like, actually cheating or something, but, like, the castle could easily get harder by just making everything more expensive as time goes on. And the arcade could get harder. Like what I'm playing at now is the default round 8 plus speed, but there is a faster speed. It would be difficult to make the tower harder though. I guess level scaling. I would be more interested in playing that than the actual Frontier. The problem is the game runs at 30 FPS. So arcade is like difficult to make harder in terms of roulette. I think the arcade max speed should be on always. Like, why not? Oh yeah, you could also just make the tiles worse. Yeah, that is true. Having said that, they probably had no idea when they were making Gen 4 that people would be able to get so far. Like, the only in-game reward that it recognizes is 100 wins in a row in the tower, which is hard, but it's like, if they thought that was the hardest thing that people could do, they were very wrong. This is a little bit of a scary match too. I'm very concerned about Slowbro 4. Because if I switch out of it, it's still going to be able to Trick Room. And Slowbro 4 has a pretty good matchup into Suicune with special defense drops. So I think I am going to have to switch straight to Blissey. Slowbro at least does not have a curse set. But if I'm risking Blissey like that, Alakazam becomes a bigger problem. It should be fine. Weirdly, I could leave Trick Room up for one turn on purpose, but I think Metagross is going to come in most of the time anyway. Yeah, Doubles Factory is way too hard. It's not fun. I think that's I Get Frozen. Indecision. Okay. The HP down is huge. It means that I might be able to Oko Metagross with Earthquake now. The castle points are not amazingly well balanced. I'm a tiny bit scared of Slowbro 1. So 20% of Slowbro's HP is 34, which puts it at 136 right now, so it is dead to free Seismic. It is Ice Beam. I can't stop it using Trick Room. I can Thunder Wave it. The good news about Slowbro 4 is it's going to be surfing and not using Psychic, and Surf can't drop my special defense. So there's Trick Room. I probably don't need Blissey later on. Okay, resist switch. That was possible. Is Alakazam. So for it to use a resist switch, it has to be a focus blasting set. It has to have a super effective move. The thing is, Alakazam 4 does not have an expert belt, so I really don't take much from the focus blast. I'm also very tempted to Thunder Wave, because Slowbro is... I'm obviously faster than this thing. Slowbro is already paralyzed. It's probably not a threat anymore. The problem about Thunder Waving is that I can potentially get chipped down. And Alakazam is at 56 HP. It's going to survive. I almost wonder if I just Seismic Toss twice. Yeah, I think it just Seismic Toss twice. Yeah, I'm still faster. If I T-Wave and I get fully paralyzed next turn, then I'm in trouble. Okay, so it's not Alakazam 4 anyway. I think on this turn I don't mind using Thunder Wave. It is synchronized, not inner focus. Now, because it's faster, it can't use Recover anymore. So it is going to Focus Blast. I think I'm actually going to switch to Suicune if I get fully paralyzed here. Okay, that's probably GG. So was Metagross before Slowbro? That does slightly suggest Metagross 3. I can't remember how the switch order interacts with, because Metagross was here, right? So it's not Metagross 2, because it would have lost the tie decision in party order. And I'm not sure what the interaction is on Facade. Not sure in general. What I am sure about is I'm faster. I don't need Blissey against Slowbro anymore. Okay. Explosion winning the tie also makes sense. Yeah, this Blissey is almost max speed. Because putting HP investment into Blissey is diminishing returns. At level 50 you need 8 EVs to get 1 more point. And it's like, getting 1 more point of HP here is like 0.3% more. Whereas outspeeding stuff is just ridiculously strong. Metronome seems too niche. I think you just Life Orb if you needed the power. Life Orb or Band. Impressive that it lived. I've seen people mention RetroArch. I haven't looked into that. I'm a bit concerned about the fact that Mario seemed to just bypass whatever kind of anti-cheat is in place on it. It doesn't fill me with confidence. So once again, the problem is basically Curse. It's a very likely special Pokemon that could use Curse on the switch to Blissey. It really, really makes me want to go to Suicune. The problem with Suicune is obviously it's Regice, so I do no damage. I guess I could, after 2 Carmines, it's probably a 4-shot with Surf, which is good enough against Regice 2. I'm a little bit concerned about Regice 4, but I would switch again if it was Regice 4. I don't love risking Blissey in general. I mean, Suicune can also beat Articuno and Moltres. I'm just slightly afraid of the sheer cold Articuno set, which can cause problems. The good thing about Articuno is that it's slower than Blissey and it's slower than Suicune. I'm pretty sure that's Berry for the opponent. I might as well go for Level Up, because Sun is also good for me. Level Up is really nice because it turns off Sheer Cold from Articuno 4, which means I can pretty safely rely on Suicune to beat the last 2. Honestly, I should probably just substitute. Substitute, just find out whether or not it is Regice 2. I think I would actually Outrage if it was, particularly because I don't want to do double team too much. But it is Regice 2 without leftovers, which really does make it a lot less scary. Okay. I will free shot Regice 1 and 3 because they don't have HP investment. Regice 4, I will not. But at level 53, I will get Regice 1 and 3. Which is actually a really big deal for Regice 3. Okay, it's definitely 1 or 3. Regice 1 was quite likely to Amnesia. So this is more likely to be Set Free. Although Set Free also wanted to use Rest. I'm quite interested in just killing this now. Before any freeze comes in. Moltres first. That's interesting. I think that has to be Moltres free then. And it can't... I think it must be Moltres free. Hyper Beam. I guess Hyper Beam does technically out damage Ice Beam. I think it can't be Articuno 1 or... it can't be Articuno 2 or... No, it can't be Articuno 3 or 4, I think. 3 or 4 are impossible. I'm gonna T-Wave you. Hyper Beam? It is Hyper Beam. I know that it's Articuno 1 or 2, which means this is very over. I don't know who that is parasitized. Should I know who that is? He's French, okay. Do I recognize that name? Ooh, please be grass. Nice. Everyone loves Aroma Ladies. Now, Leafeon 2 does not have Bright Powder. I'm not as scared of it as I usually am. I do have a little bit of respect for Leafeon in general, though. I think I'm just going to... Oh, I was going to say... I really, really want to just Sword Stance on it. Visions of Double Team. Once Leafeon goes down, the match is over. I think I should just outrage Leafeon. It makes the worst case scenario much more tolerable, because I'm guaranteed to hit it at least once. What sets are even possible? So Aromatherapy, Aroma Ladies can have any grass set. The arcade does respect item clause. That's the only additional thing. Right, this looks pretty easy. Just don't get burned, etc. I'm pretty sure that's level up. Am I going to 364 tonight? I don't think so. I'm only going to be streaming for another 1 hour 15 or so. Probably 2 more sets. I've never seen any team violate item clause. And I must have above 2,000 games in arcade at this point. Could be Leafeon 2. Leafeon 2 would be the absolute worst case scenario. thing is, leveled up, I don't think I'm even at risk of Leaf Blade crit. Okay, I crit. Well. That's the end of this game. Okay. It is Venusaur 2. So it's set 4 to Pokéfan. This feels difficult to lose. You think it's Simon and not Turner? Okay, yeah, because Miltank 4 can't Giga Impact on turn 1, which means I can freely Sword Stance on it. Torterra hasn't got the Quick Claw, and Staraptor hasn't got the Choice Band. It's just kind of over. Pretty sure that's I get an item. I actually want to avoid that. Let's just go for the big target down here. I just think Small Ant or people like him, I'm sure one of them would love the arcade, with the actual like real-time aspect being a thing. Okay, let's not waste time on this. Arnie. Let's talk again. But the thing is, you got to remember, the other streamers, they would be discovering things. I think the discovery of how all the mechanics work is really cool. I can't think, apart from bike movement in speedrunning, I can't think of anything in Pokemon that rewards actual like input skill. It looks like it's a set 4 trainer. Should be an ace trainer. Pokéathlon. I'm fairly sure that this is guaranteed set 4. Let's think a little bit about whether or not what we do anyway if it isn't. Honestly, the set 4s of all of these are the deadly ones. I guess Toxicroak 2 would be a problem. I think this is just a classic case of make sure Garchomp doesn't faint on the lead. So no burn, no paralysis, no freeze, no sleep. Should be good. Yeah, consistent hitting Manips is a skill. That's true. I guess, like, in general, menuing and speedrunning is also a skill. I'm pretty sure that's battle points. I'd actually accept HP. I'd actually even accept freeze, because I can go Blissey and then go Suicune and then go back to Blissey. It's always very nice when the first match is not actually a huge pressure on the roulette. A whole battle point. It's a ranger. God, why can't I? Is it Mina? No, it's Elise. Embarrassing from me. $80, $90. $90. This game's over, to be honest. Focus Blast, crit wouldn't kill me. It's an Arzidas in the castle. I really want to go back to Garchomp, but I do risk being crit. No reason to do it. Honestly, I would live Cross Chop. It is better to go Suicune though. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the text. I think it is Dry Skin though. I didn't see Anticipation. Gong Shot crit. Why don't I go Garchomp? I value the HP on Blissey more, I think. Getting the heal. And then I guess to play this perfectly, we have to T-Wave you in case you crit Garchomp. Just go Suicune. Until Suicune dies. Angie? It's Angie. It'd be really funny to lose to Angie, wouldn't it? I guess I should respect the chance for it to use Howl. It feels so hard to win this. So it will be Dragonair out second, then Dragonair will survive a -1 outrage. I don't think it matters though. I don't think anything here matters. It's an Angie likes cute Pokemon, I think. I think that's the law. I hate this square. I missed it. So after a howl, I'm sure Crunch crit could kill. I feel like the safer thing to do by far is just Earthquake. And then Outrage if I'm worried at all about the roll. Which I probably shouldn't be. Maybe. Okay. Super rare Sucker Punch crit. I knew it from the Pokemon. I don't think it is. There's like only... It had to be Angie, right? Because it's tier 3. And it's that overworld sprite. I don't kill. I also don't think I care. I guess the fact that it's Sunny Day actually does influence the Suicune Gabite matchup a little bit. The thing is, I don't want this Dragon Dancing anyway. Oh, Dragonair didn't have the Haban Berry. I did it again. I forgot about an item. I forgot about the item. Enemy Suicune are like quite far up the list of things I'm scared of. The Yu-Gi-Oh comment. YouTube comments are really funny. This is a pretty regular match in terms of I don't want to be crippled. It's not a completely free win. I would win as long as I can get a regular game out of it at least. Sleeping the enemy counts. I just think I substitute. Oh my god, the people who came out to defend Metagross, that was really funny. I get it, it's hard for people to get their minds around it because Metagross is good in OU. It's specifically in Generation 3 Frontier where you have to rely on inaccurate moves of Metagross. For the speedrun, it's completely fine. And when, like, to be clear, when we say it's bad, it's not bad. You can, it is originally still free. You can do the entire Frontier. With Metagross. Obviously, because the speedrun does it. Time to get frozen. Do you really 4-shot? That's really annoying. I'm just going to rest on you then. God, you do. Go on, crit again. You do. That's really bad for me. I want to remind you, it doesn't actually have its item. This is pure 1 in 16 power. So if I kill you now, what comes out? I shouldn't have risked Suicune. It's really bad. If Suicune comes out, I win. I'm really worried about Raikou coming out. I guess I would have to fund away with it. There's no way around that. No, Garchomp, Monoko, Registeel. No, I haven't talked to Felicify ever. I don't think I ever will. Please don't Carmind. It's banned. Okay, that's fine. I'm quite scared of being frozen. It's over now, though. Many concerned Pokemon YouTubers are asking questions. Right, goodbye, Raikou. I'm pretty sure it's a waiter. I'm going to just randomly guess Xander. Am I completely sure? Let's list everything anyway. He's going to deliver swift. He's going to deliver defeat elegantly and swiftly. What does he say? Something else apart from swiftly? I've forgotten. Anyway, we go Suicune, and this time we don't risk being crit. Nah, actually, I'm just gonna attack. I'm just gonna attack. Can't be bothered. We'll go Suicune on Nudie, and then we'll go Blissey. Actually, I might even not go Blissey. Speedily, that's it. Speedily. It's not a great one. I think I might go for the top. I don't love Rain Dance because of Swift Swim. But it's a lot better than having a random roulette. Warren. I'm not completely certain about Earthquake Outrage killing against the +1 defense. This might take quite a long time. Okay, good. Surely she played Arcade, right? I don't know anything about Canaria though, apart from just like playing the base game. I don't know if there's additional lore. Another guitarist. Are we feeling Roget? Roget has brought Luxray and Raichu again. Electivire 4 does not have Shocker Berry, I've got to remember that. What about Blindfold Arcade? Honestly, as long as I avoid burn, it's over. It's just so over. That's how I get leveled up. Yeah, well, that's even more over. Does Garchomp not just click Earthquake 3 times? Pretty much. If we get intimidated and Ice Fanged, I guess then not laugh, but obviously I'd be switching if it is Intimidate. Yeah, the guitarists are pretty much the completely free wins. Come on, rivalry. You'll never Ice Fang because you've got Thunder Fang on both sets, right? Yep. No, reverse. The most chaotic arcade tile by far is Fog. The weather condition Fog. Which makes all moves 60% accurate. I guess Trick Room is pretty chaotic. But I like Trick Room. I think Trick Room's like a really cool thing that you can aim for. It is hilarious that Defog could be a move in Castle. That is so funny. Yeah, Luxray and Gen 4 moment. Do we think this is Carly or Ginger? Four. Can we lose? Can we ever lose? Suicune stalls out, Hydro Pumps too well. Best way to lose would be to stay in on turn 1 with Garchomp. Ginger or iCarly? Is she going to be famous and rebuild the ranch? Oh, I missed what that was. I think it was this. Okay. I kind of wanted to get the speed down, but there is no matches after this, actually, is there? This is match 7. I am Devo. Might need you. Oh, no, no, no. No, my multiples of 7 failed me. There is another game. I thought that was the last game of the set. Looks like it's a dragon. I think Bastiodon is also a dragon. It might be a ranger, and it's set 4. I guess these are quite likely to be set 4 Pokemon, basically. Gyarados deserves a bit of respect, I guess. I don't like Bastiodon free very much. He's right, yeah. I don't want to level up the enemy. Let's go for Sand, even though it's a bit annoying for Bastiodon. I think Kingdra's a bit too vulnerable to crits. Harvey. I am a little bit annoyed at this. I'm gonna have to think about... Gyarados 2 now. I still think I'm gonna substitute on turn 1. It's too much upside, right? Not just Flygon 2, but if it is Flygon 3, I might go Suicune. Yeah, Sand Velomice. I'm also thinking about Gyarados. I'm more scared of Gyarados than I am of Bastiodon. It is set 2. Honestly, I kind of dig not setting up. Because if I just attack, I'm fine into Gyarados. And if Bastiodon comes out, I'd probably want to get out of there anyway. Because it's a Dragon Tamer, I don't know what set is coming out next. Okay, that's good. That's good. Even if I 2-turn, I can go Suicune. Or I can crit. Lol. Okay. Oh, Dana. No, Dana, I'm locked in. I can't come. Yeah, I've got 40 minutes. I might be able to play 2 rounds. Honestly, it depends on how easy the fights are. Please, Parasites, don't bait anyone. There is no tier 3 sub-seams. You can get sued. Oh wait, I forgot the enter. There's guaranteed settlements in second if I do win the first matchup with Garchomp. Honestly, I think I'm always gonna go Blissey on Zapdos. The complicated version of this game is if it's Zapdos free, but I think if it is Zapdos free, I'm going to be well placed with Suicune anyway. Right. I think that's HP down. Which is okay. Doesn't really affect anything, to be honest. I guess it might matter if Drill Peck crits on the Switch. That would be so cursed. Go for a Berry Tile. What, this one? I don't have high confidence in myself, always hitting the right tile. It's Kira! Oh my god. She's got a Death Note. It's over. It's over. Please don't crit me. I was joking. I was joking. I was joking when I said it would be really cursed if you crit. Oh my... Okay. It's good to know your Zapdos won. There is no chance of any kind of resist switch. Okay, that's good. So I can S-toss 3 times and then aromatherapy to guarantee I'm not being paralyzed. I'm considering sending in Garchomp. I don't think I want to do it. That's annoying. Okay, there we go. Zapdos one a bit unusual. It has almost identical attack and special attack. Its special attack is actually slightly higher. Interesting. So Altaria 1 or 3. I guess Altaria 1 is low-key a bit of a problem. What do I do, I guess? Altaria 1 is 150 HP though, right? Instead to 3. I need to start attacking. Being low does not matter at all. Settlements is never going to Dragon Dance when I'm this low on HP. Psychic. Not as deadly as it looks, to be honest. I think I'm safe. The Beaticle. Do you... it's weird. I know the sprites just can't think them backwards. The male and female psychics have the same overworld sprite, right? I don't want to get burned. Yeah, they kind of did that in Battle Tree, right? Where there's a... Well, not in terms of the legendaries, but yeah. Every 10 battles in Battle Tree, you face a, like, themed trainer like Cynthia or something. Is it every 10? I've completely forgotten. It's legitimately been, like, over a decade since I played. It's a huge crit. Because of the sand, I might actually potentially be dead here. I might need you later, Blissey. I kind of want to do this until you're fully paralyzed. How about you just use a different move? Honestly, why not? I need to respect Curse. I also need to respect Trick Room. That's a little bit scary. Is Bronzong last though? Like, what do I need Blissey for realistically? Nothing. And it's not Bronzong 4 because that would have switched in first. Psychic must be set free, right? Yes. Not scary. It's fighting and fire types. Why can't I think of the name of a black belt? Doesn't matter, I guess. Medicham 4 is a known problem for this team. I would really like to hit some kind of square that helps with Metasham 4. It can be almost anything. Okay, Sandstorm qualifies. I can just substitute then and kill it with Outrage. Do I risk anything doing that? I don't think so. It might be Charizard free, I guess, but that's fine. I don't care about Fake Out. Yeah, any kind of way of dropping HP would be best. I guess the question is, do I want to substitute more than once so I can kill it with Earthquake? Because Earthquake will do about 80% minimum. I don't think the Outrage lock is bad. Okay, lol. Well, in that case, I'm just going to win. It is Charizard free, but it doesn't matter. Oh no, Metasham free. No. I was about to say I'm not a fan of policemen, but actually, policemen in the arcade are fine. There's no annoying items. Yeah, he's a freak. He's a freak. That is an adequate description. I guess I'm a little bit scared of Heracross, right? Heracross can crit Garchomp. I would be annoyed if they came out in this order. Because Empoleon might be finishing off Garchomp, but I'm a little bit scared of Gallade 3 at the end. I mean, Gallade 4 at the end with Leaf Blade. I don't think I can really do anything about this, though. I like ADF. Oh, I missed what that was. It's one of these two. I'm a bit nervous about Heracross being paralyzed, though. I would be faster, though. I would be faster. Yeah, actually, you know what? It's fine. Because it also makes me faster than Gallade 2. With the back 2. I'm fine with the paralysis. Okay, it wasn't that. It's interesting. The hail, I actually think I go Suicune. Empoleon free Quick Claw in arcade. I think I just go Suicune and it's over. I actually wish I'd have gone Blissey, but it's fine. What's the best way of winning this without risking the crit? I'm not sure, actually. I'm actually not sure. It's probably better to play it in a way that Megahorn has to crit both Blissey and Garchomp, right? Even then, I think I low-key win. Don't mind giving it the boost. The crit now, Heracross. You've also got a crit Garchomp. Okay, GG. Okay, that makes it even easier. Gross miscarriage of justice. I shouldn't have gone Suicune on Heracross. That was a mistake. I'm pretty sure it's set freeze. Not completely. I'm pretty sure. I think it's a Socialite, so it'd be set free, which would be a free win. Like fog. That was very late. Okay. That's fine, though. Blissey won't be at risk. Even after that. Who's in next? It's always going to be Hariyama, better type matchup. No secondary typing. It's disgusting how safe this is for Blissey. It's just... It's not actually Life Orb. it's still just GG though. It's interesting because I might survive. I did survive. Lissy is weak on the physical side, by the way. Very weak. Well, that looks free. No bright powder to worry about from Magnezone. Nothing to worry about in general, really. I could even win burned, to be honest. Might as well go for the skip to save time. Oh no, but it's going to be out of count now. Okay. That is definitely a PI, so that's Bastiodon 3, Claydol 4, and Abomasnow 2. Right, I'm not forgetting anything there, am I? Because PIs are OHKO moves and explosion moves. Has to be Bastiodon 3. Has to be Claydol 4. Has to be Abomasnow 2. Yeah, Magnezone is a bit of a problem. Magnezone 4 is always a bit of a problem when it's got an item. There will be Abomasnow in second. I think I always win this. Yeah, the tier 6 PIs have Destiny Bond Mons as well. Oh, I missed it. I was going for the burn. This will be the last game. I don't have time for another set. Time for Bastiodon to crit every Iron Head. Are you live already? You need to be live really soon. I am ending right now. Pog. I'll be honest, I really thought I would lose. But I wasn't too bad on the roulette today. I was quite pleased about my recognition of the early starting square. It wasn't perfect though. What is its weakness? What is the weakness of a Nidoran? Go. Yeah, it's Ray Tristan. Wait, I need to remind myself of his. I don't want to get the spelling wrong on this. Thanks for watching, everyone. Is he streaming on the Platinum? Right, got it. Cool. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll stream again on Wednesday. I'll play something else. See you guys.